Yes guys, welcome back to the Carpenters channel. So today, I've got a bit of a day off. You could say a day off, but I kind of haven't because I'm going to look at work. So we're going to go look at 3 jobs, one of them being a private client, and then another 2 being builders that are doing renovations and stuff like that, which is obviously what I said the last video is what I'm aiming for, so that's good. The first one I'm going to look at is a loft ladder and boarding out a loft. So that'll be a case of putting either some loft, what the fuck do you call them? They're like legs that extend on top of the ceiling joists, which will give you the ventilation between your boards and your insulation. Or I'll just get some like 5x2 or something to build it up, which will still give you ventilation. Anyways, let's go get this first job and see what the crack is, see if it's worth doing. See you there.
I'm in my belly shining bright, diamonds dancing in the night, Ferrari parked under moonlight, living fast but feeling right. My bed wave, champagne rain, golden order, no more pain. Every second ultra prime, luxury written in time.
Opening 705 by 755. .4 height. I'm a bit annoyed, like, lads and lasses. Took yous up in the loft to show you measuring up and stuff, and then as I was coming down to stop recording, I held it down and cancelled the video by accident. Oh, never mind. Anyways, what would you do? Would you take that job on? Install a new loft ladder, put new timbers in to raise the floor so you've still got your ventilation for your insulation, and then tongue and groove floor it, or you could use the loft legs, which is a bit of an easier option, but I don't feel like they're as good. You got to think of like the overheads that you've got to involve, like insurances, fuel, time spent doing all the quotes. And then like that sort of job, in my opinion, is a 2-person job, because realistically you want to get all the timbers up and all the floorboards up whilst the loft ladder is out, and then fit the loft ladder. So I would say one person needs to be in the loft and the other person needs to be labouring, pushing it up. So it might be a case of me and my dad, or me and someone else doing that job, and whether or not it's actually going to be worth doing. So once I price that work, I can then see whether or not I'm going to make some decent money on it or not. So accident. I'm off to the next job now, and it will be for a builder, which I won't record because I'll just be awkward, whereas this one was just me. So we've got about half an hour drive to Morpeth, so let's go, baby. middle of bloody nowhere. lads. Right lads, we've arrived at the job and it looks good. I'll see you in a bit. Ah, boys. Don't know what it is today, but them flies absolutely everywhere. Awful. Anyways, good little meeting with a builder. He's been building some beautiful houses on this bit of land in Morpeth, and I have to say they're lush. But he's going to be selling them. So I've got the one that he's finished. I've got alcove units to do. So I've got one in the living, two units in the living room, and then in another room I've got another set of alcoves. But then he's got like a metal staircase where it's like open. So it's got open risers, nice big reinforced glass as your handrail sort of thing. Looks so good, but it's missing one thing. On the treads, it needs oak. So we're gonna go and give him a quote. But the idea behind it is to get the oak tread kit from Stairbox and put them down on every tread, and it'll still be open risers, so that'll look beautiful when it's done. At the front door there's going to be a boot room with like a grooved backing and some nice coat hangers and stuff, and then alongside that there's going to be an even bigger boot room next to where the staircase is, like loads of storage for whatever he's got basically. So some nice bespoke work. But then around the back of that one he's going to be building a new property. So somewhere down the line I'm going to be doing a lot of first fix working. Like pretty much the whole carpentry package on that, first fix, second fix. So I'm excited for that one, because that's where the fun's at, boys. Well, for me anyways. So that was a good little meeting. I'm off to the next one where I'm going to be looking at some flats that have been renovated, and the lad basically just wants me to have a couple hours here and there, or like if I fancy a little Saturday show. Oh, there's a wagon. Ooh, country lanes and wagons are no joke, boys. Anyways, as I was saying, these flats have been renovated, and the bloke basically just wants us to drop in here and there when I've got a bit of time or like a free day to do some hanging doors, architraves, wall panelling, fit some new window boards and stuff like that. So let's go look at that and see what that is going to be looking like. He's actually ringing us, so I'll be back in a sec. Right, we've arrived after a half an hour journey. This one is a flat renovation. He's got two, so let's go see what it's about. Right then guys, so I've just been to look at that flat, and he's got one pretty much the same around the corner, so we didn't bother going looking at the other one. So what we've got on the agenda is picture rails, skirtings, doors. He's got second-hand doors, so it's going to be a case of like making them fit here and there, maybe have to adjust a couple of frames or just the doors. Wall panelling, window boards, a little bit of kitchen work, putting plinths and doors and stuff on, some architraves. So well, the way we're going to work that one is we're going to actually go for a day rate, because it's literally just going to be a case of dropping in and out, making sure there's a bit of progress here and there basically. So it's all looking good. My issue is that I'm getting all this work, and obviously I'm wanting to take people on or like get people in as subcontractors, but finding the people that have got the time themselves or are willing to come off the site to do these bits and work for us and then work for themselves, because I can't guarantee that I've got a full year's work for them like every week, and I would hate to drop them in the shit sort of thing. It's hard to find people. But yeah, the more work I take on, eventually I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and just be like, get people in. So something to think about. I'm gonna go home, we're gonna get some lunch, and then we're gonna go to the gym with my mate. So catch yous there. Well guys, I did get home, have some lunch, go to the gym, and went and had a couple of pints. So I totally forgot the video. But yeah, that was another day in the life of Callum Carpentry, but obviously day off, or what my typical day off looks like. I've got another day off today, which is obviously the next day, and I have to go and look at another job. So we are non-stop even though we're off. Don't let that fool you. So like, subscribe, drop a comment. There'll be more where that came from.